Good morning, everybody. Okay, Thursday, getting closer. Friday Eve. All right. So, seems like the big topic lately that everybody wants to talk about is food and food shortages. And I guess, I've talked about it, other channels talked about it. Kind of interesting to see what we're seeing right now. So, I want to continue on a few topics I've been discussing lately and kind of wrap them together, all right, as being inflation, which we know is going to cause the death of the economy, and gardening. And you go, how the hell did the two of them come together? Leave it to me. I come up with ways to put puzzle pieces together all the time, okay? So I want to start with this. This is the USDA comment on food inflation. So I'm just going to read this quote verbatim to you. In 2021, food at home prices are expected to increase between 1 and 2%, and food away from home prices are expected to increase between 2 and 3%. Inflation for all food categories are expected to be at or below their 20-year historical averages, except for non-alcoholic beverages and other foods. Now, who the hell are they crapping? Okay? We all know food is going up a lot faster than 1 to 2%. Hell, Lake Ferry Prepper was talking about limits on canned meat yesterday. We did a live stream. She invited me in for a little bit, but there were a whole bunch of people, and she was talking about going to the store, and they were limited to 6 cans of canned meat, ham, spam, chicken, whatever it would be, okay? You don't put limits on things if we're expected to be at or below 20-year historical averages. Limits are put on things when one of two things happens. 1, there's a shortage, or 2, they expect there to be a run on things. I'm betting both are coming, okay? And I'm not the only one either, as I bet you know the same is happening, okay? I mean, we're pretty intelligent people around here, right? So I did a little exercise that y'all might want to do too, and I think it'll be very helpful. I can promise you that one, okay? Save your grocery store receipts for a month. Then take a look at everything you've purchased in the way of fruits and vegetables, canned and fresh, all right? You may be surprised. In the store, you see 39 cents or 69 cents a pound, and you don't think much of it until you look at the receipts and see what you bought and realize how much you spent, okay? So here's what we bought and ate and spent, or here's what we bought and ate and what we spent over the last 34 days. Now, mind you, there's 2 of us and the 2 dogs, and they get a little bit, but okay. 5 pounds of carrots, $4.99. 5 pounds of potatoes, $3.99. 8 pounds of tomatoes, $12. 8 cucumbers, $5.60. 3 pounds of onions, $3.99. 4 cabbages, $8.25. 5 bags frozen vegetables, broccoli and cauliflower, $6.35. 2 cans of corn, or 4 cans of corn, $2.50. 8 cans of beans, $5. 1 clove of garlic, $1. 1 stalk of celery, $2. Heather got a real good price today. A bag of apples, $5. 4 zucchini, $2.80. 2 cans of beets, $2. A couple of pounds of cherries, $4, and a couple of pounds of plums, $4. For a total of $73.50 is what we spent on fruits and vegetables between mid-January and mid-February. Okay. So let's think about this for a month. That's $73.50 a month for the 2 of us. Okay. That's $882 a year on fruits and vegetables for 2 people. Now, when people tell me gardening is too expensive, I look at them and I just shake my head. Okay, seeds cost $1 or $2 a bag. Fertilizer, everything on the spreadsheet that I've sent so many of you, that I need for a year for all my gardens is under $100. Okay, maybe you'd have to buy some soil for your seeds. All right, I showed you how to do the seed starting soil and cheap. Okay, maybe you need some compost to amend your garden. Let's say you got to go out and buy $200 worth of compost, okay? That, for me, if I bought all the cow manure compost, that'd be 4 truckloads of cow manure compost, which is fabulous stuff, or 20 truckloads of horse manure. Okay, so that's a lot of compost. Okay, it's a lot for the sake of argument, let's say you spend that. Let's say you're starting from scratch and need to do all this. Okay, it's a one-time expense, but let's go with it. Okay, so everything you need, other than the hard work, it's going to cost you maybe $400 this year and $200 every year after. Okay, for fertilizer and your seeds or whatever. It's probably overestimating it, but anyway. All right. If you spend $400 this year to grow all your fruits and veggies rather than buying it, you saved $482. Like I said, my $73.50 a month is $882. Cost me $400. That means I saved $482. What could I do with $482? That would buy me 241 pounds of pork loin at $1.99 a pound, or nearly a quarter side of beef, or 285 pounds of chicken at $1.69 a pound, or 96 pounds of salmon at $5 a pound. Okay, you want to break this down to, what you actually might buy? $482 would buy you, combined, 50 pounds of pork loin, 100 pounds of chicken, 30 pounds of salmon, and 30 pounds of ground beef. How much food does that take you? 4, 5, 6 months? Okay. That literally is free. Because if you grow your own vegetables and save it from buying at the store, you can spend it somewhere else. Okay. So you're actually buying your meat for the same money that you could buy your vegetables with. Okay. We all know that meat's the most expensive thing we buy in the store anyway. Now, I know what some people have also said. Well, I don't have the tools. Okay, literally a shovel and a rake is all you need. Okay, you can find those at garage sales, on Craigslist, or wherever. Honestly, unless you live in a city apartment, who doesn't own a shovel? You can buy one of those little handheld shovels for about $5 at Walmart. Okay, not talking major expense here. There were a couple of comments made by y'all yesterday about trying to give seeds and seedlings and seed potatoes away to neighbors, and they wouldn't take them. Okay? Are you kidding me? How freaking lazy do you have to be to not be able to put a tomato plant in a pot? I mean, if it's already a seedling, okay, not to put a tomato plant in a pot and water it a couple of times a week. Okay? What's that going to take? 2 minutes of your time away from playing your video games or watching Netflix? Is a good-sized garden work? Yeah. You have to water it, fertilize it, weed it, harvest it, and poor baby, you have to spend a little bit of time outside, okay? You have to get a little exercise. You have to sweat a little. You have to get a little sunshine, a little vitamin D. Poor baby, okay? In return, you get food, you get healthier from the exercise, the sunlight, and the food, okay? You get a sense of accomplishment and personal pride that you did this. The funny part, and I bet those that told me about their neighbors can verify this, the people that turn down the seeds and the seedlings are also the ones that swear by organic food. I bet you that's the truth. They're the ones, I've got to shop at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods because, this is better for me. But, could they go out and grow a tomato? Nah, it's too much effort. Okay. The USDA says food's going up 1% to 2% this year. We all know that's BS. Okay. We all know 10% at a minimum is more like it. All right. So that means that $882 that you're spending on vegetables, or that I am, okay, on average, is going to be $970 by Christmas. All right. Those neighbors, they're going to be the first ones bitching about food prices and shortages later this year. You know it as well as I do. Okay. Come Thanksgiving, when you have your green bean casserole and your sweet potatoes and your mashed potatoes that you grew in your garden, the original meaning of Thanksgiving anyway, and they're ordering a pizza because there are no turkeys or no vegetables available or are so ridiculously expensive. We all see that. So the cost of Thanksgiving dinner this year is up or down this much from last year. Okay. What do you want to bet they knock on your door and ask if they can have some of yours? You know what? That's when you offer them the bag of seeds again. Have a good one, guys. Pinball out.